Hey, hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Pharaoh the guy, always on the job. I got five. Let's talk. Real talk. I know y'all like, damn, bro got the grades. Yeah, I be dying my shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. But welcome to another episode of I Got Five. Let's talk, where it's always real talk. On this season, on this episode 28. I feel like it's only right to, I give shit about the illegal immigrants coming in from Mexico, the Mexican illegal immigrants. So I think it's only right that, I speak about the Venezuelan gangs and how they come into America and doing the things that they do. A lot of people might put these Venezuelans off as Hispanics, people from Mexico, but they're not. And like I say all the time, I give shit to the illegal immigrants crossing the border from Mexico. But I woke up this morning and the Venezuelan gangs are invading Manhattan, New York City, and they're using children they're recruiting children from these illegal immigrant shelters. So let's go ahead and hear this real quick.
Concern among the NYPD over Venezuelan gang activity across the city. Police believe some gang members are recruiting children living in migrant shelters. The gang has blended in with asylum seekers.
So now gangs are recruiting teenagers and children from various asylum shelters all throughout the city. A task New York helps them accomplish because as a sanctuary city that doesn't do background checks, it's been placing gang members in its shelters near families for months now. And the levels of gang activity happening in New York are now
I'm gonna pause that right there because excuse me. They say that these illegal immigrants that are getting put on the bus and being brought to America. Hey, I see you. Make sure you touch that like button because it don't cost you nothing. They're bringing in these people on buses. So when they bring these people in on buses, Hustler, all the way from Germany, man. Shout out to Germany, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the building. Make sure y'all touch that like button, though, man. It don't cost you nothing to touch on that like button. Don't mind the trolls, man. But these gang members that are coming in America are being placed on the buses and being dropped off and being relocated right by people in their family. India in the building, I appreciate it, man. Hustler, Willie Man, all the way from Finland, I appreciate it, man. Broccoli TV, I appreciate the like. John, salute, man. Everybody salute, man. Make them likes match them views, though, man. Take a second to go tap on that like button because it don't cost you nothing. And make sure y'all share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide, man. It's your boy. Ohio in the building. I feel it. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. But these gang members are being dropped off right next to these sanctuaries for people that's not out here to do illegal activities. Louisville, Kentucky in the building. So they dropping these people off and they recruit these kids. Now, me being an American, being an ex-gang member, growing up in the gangs, joining the gang at a very young age, preteen, very much preteen. And to see how things were, looked upon as that and to say that we was trying to get away from that as Americans, and to see these people come in and allow these people to live right next to people that's already being running from violence. They trying to do anything to sustain a living, and then you put the gang members right next door to them. Man, come on now.
So high that even the mainstream media is being forced to cover it.
Undocumented criminals as young as 11 years old are carrying out retail robberies and committing crimes on scooters, snatching people's jewelry, watches, and cell phones at gunpoint and knife point. Over 300 incidents last year, more than 800 so far this year. They've brazenly shot at police officers too.
And we begin this hour with the arrest of 2 members of a violent Venezuelan gang tied to that now viral raid of a Colorado apartment complex. The 2 men were...
Pause it right there. Yeah. And I don't mean to be, what I'm about to say is not racist. It could be perceived as racist. But these is crimes that we see happen in Brazil, Argentina, a lot of places where it's on motorcycles or scooters. Hell, we even see these type of crimes in China. You don't see these type of crimes here. And we know from experience that people do crimes on motorcycles or scooters to have a quick getaway. You know what I'm saying? No paper tags, no license plates, no view of the assailant due to the helmet. So these are crimes being committed that when it happens by American people, they are dragged through the media for having, let's say, some type of effects and mental illness because of, and y'all might not say it's mental illness, but those that consistently commit crimes to look for a better way of living, they are not mentally ill, but they are mentally affected because they see a way of, the only way they can reach the top is by an illegal means. They're not given a way to like everybody else. So these is the people that Kamala Harris was letting in. These is the people that Joe Biden was letting in. You know, and now that they are committing crimes here in America, and now that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are nowhere to be seen, to even though that they help perpetuate this type of behavior. And people might say they didn't do it, you know, but they allow for these people to come over here though. So it was a win-win for them anyway. Either they vote for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, or Trump becomes president and Trump has to deal with all these illegal immigrants and this criminal behavior that they bringing in here. It's a setup. It's a setup. It's not just a setup for those in America, but it's a setup for those that are really actually non-criminal people that are actually trying to come over here and find a better life. Now, pause. I'm going to say still you need to go back to your country and do it through the proper chain of command, through the proper channels. And then you could be, but coming over here illegal, getting things that American citizens don't get, I'm not with none of that. Call it racist, call it whatever you want to. But damn it, I'm an American and it's America first. And then they taking over we finna hear about them taking over the apartment buildings in Arroyo, Colorado. Arroyo, Colorado. Now, this is a place that's supposed to be, you know, honky-dory type white. Why haven't the police moved in and got them people? Because Denver is a Democratic state.
Taken into custody this week in New York City.
The NYPD is cracking down on Tren de Aragua. The Venezuelan gang they say is living in the shelter system and recruiting children.
Once they commit their crimes, they go back to the migrant community. We have no fingerprints on file for them. We have no photographs on file for them. We have no prior criminal history on them.
People have warned us to be careful with the
Two men were taken into custody this week in New York City.
The NYPD is cracking down on Tren de Aragua. The Venezuelan gang they say is living in the shelter system and recruiting children.
Once they commit their crimes, they go back to the migrant community. We have no fingerprints on file for them. We have no photographs on file for them. We have no prior criminal history on them.
They have no inclination of who these people are that's committing these crimes. Now, me, I could say it might not even be the immigrants, right? It might be the police. It might be the government doing all of this. And then just painting a picture like the illegal immigrants is doing this to force some type of more policing within America. But we know in America, when the MS-13s got ran down, they got shut down. When the 18s got ran down, they got shut down. All these places where these Mexican gangs or these black gangs infested, they were ran down on by the government, by the police, and they were disassembled to a certain degree. To a certain degree. Why they can't do this here? Because they don't know the people. They don't even know who's coming into the country, let alone know the people that's committing the crimes, let alone can identify the people that is committing the crimes. How is that going to happen? And it's just like any other country, any other state, any other continent. When you have an influx of immigration, just like we seen from South Africa to Europe, what did they do? They shut down the borders. They wasn't letting them in over there in Europe. What happened when the Ukraine war kicked off? They wasn't letting the blacks just go into Poland. But that wasn't racist, right? It wasn't racist when the blacks that was leaving Ukraine had to be the last ones to get on the bus, the last ones to get taxi, the last ones to get food, the last ones to get shelter, the last ones to get clean. Why it wasn't racist when it happened to somebody that was black? But y'all gonna want to call it racist now that I'm saying. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck if you black, Spanish, or whatever. If you come to America illegally, you are causing detriment to the well-being of the future of America. And people don't see that. If you sit up here and just say, hey, let's let these criminals in, they're going to go from taking over apartments to taking over streets to taking over cities. Let's finish seeing what they're talking about.
Have warned us to be careful with the child because they are recruiting younger children. It worries me a lot. We're afraid he will get recruited and they will force and manipulate him to do bad things, things that will get him into trouble.
Did you know you could be entitled to a 5- or 6-figure payout if you were in a traffic collision?
So according to federal immigration authorities, 58,000 criminals now live in New York City. But what nobody's talking about is if this massive number of criminals is going to take a long time to track down, and if New York remains a sanctuary city, things like gang activity and crime could continue growing while authorities try to stop it. And that seems to be the agenda of many dangerous organizations like this Tren de Aragua gang from Venezuela, which operates within the very shelter systems New York City claims.
And this is what's problem. This is a problem this is another thing that's wrong and a problem to the solution. These sanctuary cities. Oh, it's okay for y'all to come here and live here, and because we have a high number of y'all people already. They're aiding illegal aliens in hiding in America. If every sanctuary city is highly infested with either Spanish-speaking people or things like that, Like you aiding and abetting an illegal alien. So why are these people not being charged? Why are they not being charged with some type of crime? And then people want to be mad at Trump because he says anybody that's hiding an illegal alien or somebody here in America illegally is gonna be subject to the law. I don't see no problem with that. But you ain't gonna hide your family member that's an American that's on the run for murder in America. You ain't gonna hide him. You gonna give him up. But you gonna let Trinidad Wagwa and his cow tongue crew come over to America and do all sorts of fuckery. It's Americans against America right now. Like truly. Like it's a baby civil conflict going on. You know, the government is playing on the hearts of the Spanish speaking community and the Latino community by letting the heavy influx of all these immigrants come in. Because like I said, you know, they're allowing these people to come over here. And then what about the people that already been over here for 20, 30 years that ain't been doing nothing? That been going to fucking work. Now they in the line of fire. And this is why you shouldn't be hiding them type of motherfuckers. Because if you're gonna allow for these people to come over here and you say you coming over here to have a better life, but you allowing these people to scare you into not giving them up, or you know, you bringing them people over here. I would have been cool with the illegal immigrants that was already here before this shit came involved. You got motherfuckers coming over now want to take. This is not Mexico. Motherfuckers do not want to live like that. This is not Venezuela. Motherfuckers do not want to live like that. This is not Haiti. Motherfuckers do not want to live like that. This is not Jamaica. Motherfuckers do not want to live like that. I don't give a fuck where you at. Yeah, some of y'all countries look real nice. It looks real nice. But y'all got a whole lot of shit fucked up, and we don't want you motherfuckers coming over here illegally. Do the shit the right way. I'm still gotten to pay for being black in America. And you think I'm cool with another motherfucker coming across the goddamn pond or coming across the border and being like, oh yeah, nigga, give me my $7,500 a month? Fuck no. Lock him up. Lock him up and send that nigga back to where he came from. Matter of fact, don't even send that nigga back. Lock him up, make him do the time, then send this motherfucking ass back. He wants some American help, or we gonna give your ass 3 hots in the cot for the next 3 years, nigga. No, you ain't getting no bail. You came over here illegally. You send that nigga back over there. I don't give a fuck. Haitian, Jamaican, Israeli, nigga, handball-y, nigga, fuck, whatever. Like, real shit.
It's designed to benefit the homeless 220,000 and counting asylum seekers who come here and aren't criminals, while it also houses the very criminals that destroyed their home countries, revealing that sanctuary city laws aren't at all helpful to the very immigrants our leaders say they're designed for. Because law-abiding immigrants do not benefit from sanctuary rules that help criminals and fugitives, many of whom make a living exploiting the tired, the weary, and the vulnerable, using them as human capital to sell things, steal things, and even forcing them to commit crime all over town. Which brings us to the real reason why gangs recruiting young people is an absolute disaster that's unfolding before our very eyes. Not only are young people more likely to be impressionable and moldable, but if they get caught committing a crime, our state also has laws that won't try them as adults. And if you thought New York's revolving door justice system was easy on adults,
how can you not want to charge an immigrant as an adult for certain crimes, but you charge Americans as an adult for certain crimes? If a child has a consistent and steady pattern of being inclined to do criminality behavior. What that mean? What that mean? That means they're gonna try that nigga as an adult. Point blank, period. It's a problem that has been thrown upon the backs of American citizens, those that work, those that try to work. And I'm gonna say it again, like at some point in time, like, you know, you have to go down the line of picking Americans, even all the way through the Americans that have felonies, before you start trying to pick foreigners or illegal immigrants, just because that they're not going to charge you a higher amount for the next person. You have to pick America first. You're not picking these people to go do a job in Mexico. You picking these people to do a job here in America. So if you're picking them to do a job here in America, why not eliminate the American job seeker first? And then why are you not charging these illegal immigrants as adults that repeatedly commit crimes? And then where is the connection that if you know these people are coming from Venezuela, Mexico, Brazil, Jamaica, why are you not getting some type of sending the fingerprints to the mother countries and asking for help? Sound like a smoke bomb. Sound like something on fire. But it's that time again to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another motherfucking friend. Share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide. Because it don't cost you nothing to touch on that button, man. In retrospect, just being honest, this is what we have to deal with in America. People in America say they don't like gangs. This is nothing different. These illegal immigrants that are coming over here, taking over whole communities, taking over apartment buildings, recruiting other children to join their gang, do criminal behavior, commit crimes, and then, you know, there's no accountability. And then you want these places to continuously keep they sanctuary cities open. Nah. Get in them comments though. Let me know how y'all feel, man. Until next time, take care of each other. And most importantly, take care of yourself.